For this project, we're going to create something called a blind contour drawing. Now, a blind contour, you guessed it, means that you are not going to be using your eyes when you are creating this drawing, or at least not using your eyes to look at your paper. So, what you're going to do is, I want you to go around your home and find an object that is interesting to you to draw. I chose a vase. So I'm going to try to draw this vase without looking at my paper. So I'm going to take my object and put it in a place where I can see it in front of me. So you won't see it in the video here for a second. I'm going to put it in a place where I can see it, and I can still have my paper in front of me, uh, but I won't be looking at my paper. So I'm going to get a piece of paper out of my sketchbook. You can see my marker drawing is in here. I'll take my paper and I will set that in front of me. So here you can see where my paper is. Now I might turn my paper depending on the shape of the object that I'm drawing. If I have something that's wide and short, I might turn my paper horizontally. If I have an object that's tall, like my vase, I might turn my paper vertically. Now, to show you that I am not looking at my paper while I am doing this, I'm going to put the camera back on my face and I am going to make my blind contour drawing using my pencil. Okay, so here we go. All right, I have my pencil. I'm only going to look when I am setting it down on my paper. And now I am going to look at my vase and I'm going to draw it as best I can without looking down at my paper. Okay, my pencil is up. Let's see how I did. So this is upside down. So if I turn that around, you can see I have the general shape of the vase, but it's not perfect, but that's okay because I'm going to use this for another project. I'd say that my blind contour looks a little bit like an oops. So I think, I wonder if I could turn this into something else. So I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to turn it different ways and think about if I could turn it into something. Oh, I really like when it's turned this way. This kind of looks like a pig face to me and a pig body. So I think I'm going to keep my paper horizontally and I'm going to work on turning this blind contour, this oops, into something else. As I finish up my drawing in pencil, I'm going to start getting ready to add color. So I'm going to get out my box of crayons and I'm going to open them up and I'm going to let them slide out just a little bit so I can see what's there, but I'm going to keep most of them in the box. As I'm working, I'm going to get one crayon out at a time and put it back as I switch colors. As I'm coloring in my work and I have a large area to fill in, I'm using the side of my crayon to fill in more area at a time. If I do not have a color that is dark enough, I can always press a little bit harder with my crayon, but not so hard that it breaks. Or I can go over the same spot 2 times to make it darker. As I continue my work, I need to think about where my pig is. I need to give it a place. So I'm adding some ground and what's called the background, which is the area behind my pig. Right now, my pig is playing in the mud, so I'm going to add some brown spots. When you add in a background, it helps to tell a story and give the person looking at your work an understanding of what you're trying to say. When you get to areas that are small on your artwork, you want to slow down so that you don't accidentally cover color over top of an area that you want to be a different color. Right now I'm going really slow. so that I don't accidentally get blue sky on my pink paper. As you finish up your artwork, remember to try to fill in your entire paper with color or detail. As you're finishing up, remember to put all of your crayons back in the crayon box and close it up before you add it to your art kit. Here's how you make a beautiful oops into a work of art.